And federal prosecutors have officially charged two Bitcoin entrepreneurs with using the virtual currency to launder $1 million from drug trafficking on the underground website Silk Road. Silk Road was a black market website that allowed users to buy everything from cocaine to guns, all by anonymously using Bitcoins. Robert Fiella, who went by the name of BTC King and ran a digital money exchange through the site, was arrested in his Florida home. Additionally, Charlie Shrem, an overnight Bitcoin celebrity, was arrested at New York's Kennedy Airport. Bitcoin is a form of digital cash that allows users to bypass banks and credit card companies. But when the FBI shut down the Silk Road site in October and seized millions of dollars in Bitcoins, they said the digital currency was being used to cloak illegal trades. Now, to talk a little bit more about this latest development, I'm joined now by RT's Anastasia Churkina from our New York bureau. So, Anastasia, first of all, let's talk about Charlie Shrem. He's a very, very popular name in the Bitcoin world. What are the details of his arrest and what's his connection to Silk Road?
Well, our 24-year-old Charlie Shrem was arrested upon landing this weekend on Sunday at New York's JFK Airport upon returning from Amsterdam, where he was giving a speech. He was taken to a Manhattan federal courthouse, where he has now been released on bond of $1 million and is currently under home arrest in his parents' home in Brooklyn. And he was charged with conspiring to commit money laundering, with operating an unlicensed money transmitting business, as well as failing to report to authorities any suspicious activities. He has importantly pled not guilty and is facing as much as 30 years behind bars because the prosecution is saying that the CEO of the Bitcoin exchange company BitInstant had been helping users buy over $1 million worth of Bitcoins to later be able to use this money on Silk Road, this super notorious website dubbed by officials to be the black market bazaar of illegal drug purchases and the most dangerous site on the internet.
Sure. And the second man, Robert Fiella, known as the BTC King, how is he allegedly involved in this whole ordeal?
Well, 52-year-old Fiella was also arrested this weekend at his home in Florida and charged with two of these charges: conspiring to commit money laundering, as well as operating an unlicensed money transmitting business. And basically what the prosecution accuses of Fiella of doing is operating on the Silk Road websites by buying up Bitcoins with cash, then at a marked up price selling these Bitcoins to users in a kind of buying them off of Shrem's website, and that's their connection there, because he was buying the Bitcoins off of their website, selling them on marked up prices, and in getting some kind of deals with Shrem because he would buy the Bitcoins in much larger stock. And so the officials are saying they cooperated together from 2011 to 2013, making or exchanging over $1 million worth of Bitcoins, and which Silk Road users, again, because Bitcoin is the only currency that was allowed to be used on this website that's now shut down, to be able to buy drugs online.
So the question is, where do their cases go from here? Is this expected to have a larger impact on the Bitcoin community as a whole?
Well, Amira, that's probably one of the most important questions in this case, because the Bitcoin community and the Bitcoin trend was only beginning to really take off. And this is one of the questions, whether or not these particular arrests and what's going to happen to these two men, Shrem in particular, because he was really a celebrity, like you mentioned, in the Bitcoin world. And some of the analysts and supporters are saying that the only reason that Bitcoin is being attacked is because it's a virtual currency that is not connected to banks or corporations, that it's much harder to track online, obviously, than using a credit card. And these are some of the concerns, and some have been saying that this is possibly an attempt to scare the Bitcoin community. But we'll wait and see, obviously, how these particular cases end up impacting what happens to Bitcoin.
It should be really interesting to see how all of this plays out in the coming months. RT's Anastasia Churkina from our New York studio.